10 days out, guys. Not long. Very soon my diet's gonna be changing quite a lot as well. So at like 4 days out, I'm gonna have a look and see how my body's looking. If I'm looking like kind of still fluffy around the edges, then I'll wait, and then at 3 days out do another check, and if I'm happy then I'll start like introducing higher carbs before the shoot to get everything looking full for the show. Not shoot, I keep on saying shoot, I did it in the other vlogs as well. Anyway, first thing in the morning, what do you expect? Let's go have some breakfast. Who said that dieting had to be boring? I put my spinach inside my omelette today. Whoa, mind blown. Okay guys, so before I start my admin, I thought I'd talk to you guys a little bit about what I do when I'm not on this diet, preparation, whatever, for the men's physique competition. So normally first thing in the morning, I'll wake up at 5. I've got an alarm set for 5 on my phone, so I'll have like half a protein bar then, and that was something which I just discovered through my own experimenting on my body that really helped to boost my metabolism, but also not lose muscle, in fact to gain muscle, because I was taking a casein shake before I go to sleep, but then I would wake up so starving hungry, just because naturally I have a really fast metabolism, which is why I'm still eating regularly throughout the day, so my body's not going into catabolism and eating itself basically. So normally I do that 5 o'clock in the morning, have half a protein bar, and then whatever at 8 or 9, whatever my day starts, I'll wake up and have my breakfast, which normally consists of like 2 eggs and 4 egg white scrambled, a third of a cup of porridge, and with blueberries and peanut butter and stuff on top of the porridge. So I kind of tweaked things with my diet, my regular lifestyle food, and I really encourage you guys to do that. Like, make a little log of it, write it down what you've had. That's not a word. Write it down what you've gonna had and what you've noticed has changed with your body. Holding this camera is so hard from that shoulder workout. That was a really good workout. I'll try and put you up here. There you go, that works. So yeah, really experiment with your body. Don't go to too far extremes. Like I know that I've cut out carbs pretty much for this for the last 2 weeks, but that's something which I've slowly tapered. Like, my body is pretty much used to low carbs anyway. I don't really have days where I have high carbs unless it's a cheat day in my normal lifestyle, and that's just from something that I've learned from my body, which it reacts in a certain way. So I don't need high carbs to be able to perform and you know, have a good workout and everything. I just make sure that I've timed my carbs, if that makes sense. So I have my carbs around when it suits me best, and I also have carbs before I go to sleep as well. So that's a big thing which people forget as well. Just because you're not going out and doing cardio or doing a workout or whatever doesn't mean that you don't need carbs when you're going to go to sleep. Your body's going to be using a lot of energy when you're sleeping to repair your body and things like that. So even if it's just a quarter cup of oats or something like that, just to keep yourself going a little bit, because you will wake up hungry, and yeah, you don't know what's happened to your body whilst you've been sleeping, and it's suddenly searching for a bit more food, and the easiest thing for it to break down is your muscles, so it will do that. So guys, have a think about that. I'm gonna do some admin now. Again, I know I do it like all the time, but it's got to get done, and hopefully it'll end up being something more sustainable soon. But admin, I'm gonna have my snack in about 20 minutes. I'm still working on the water. As you can see, it's about 11 o'clock now, so I've had 1 cup of green tea as well, which is about 400 ml of water. So I gotta finish this, and also have 1 litre and 60 milliliters to make it up to 7. Yeah. I got some new scales as well, so we don't have to use those old metal scales. We've got digital scales now. Check that out. There we are, 1 ounce. There we have it again, guys. It's the same old lunch. Okay guys, there we have the workout plan. Sort of doing the little bits that normally get forgotten. So doing lower back, obliques and forearms with calves as well. It's one of those workouts which is kind of weird to fit in. Because I've done like back the day before yesterday and then shoulders today. I don't want to be doing shoulders yesterday. I don't want to be doing chest today because my shoulders are still quite fatigued and sore, even just holding this camera. So that's why I'm doing that. And also, it's probably going to be the last time that I'm going to be hitting my hamstrings until after the comp. So I might as well hit them hard the last time with some heavy deadlifts and stuff like that, because although they're very good for burning calories and getting that those hormones pumping through your body, unfortunately I'm gonna have to just put them to one side just for a little bit, because you don't really get looked at. So that is why I'm gonna mix up my aminos, and then we're gonna hit the gym. I'm gonna take my big water jug with me this time as well, because yesterday I was really behind on water. So okay, the aminos are ready, all shaken up, and I'm gonna wear these flat shoes today. These are lifting shoes. They are Riderwear Raptors. You can get them from riderwear.co.uk or .com, can't remember. But the reason I wear flat shoes when I'm doing legs, deadlifts, squats, things like that, and also back as well, is because you have a flat foot on the ground, so you're more able to focus on your weight going through your heels. You get more muscle activation rather than when you have your foot lifted up like this rather than flat. When your foot is lifted up, it takes part of the movement out of your legs, so something to bear in mind. It is up to personal preference what you prefer. A lot of people, when they're doing heavy squats, will have the thick heeled lifting shoes. I prefer to stick with the flat shoes, but personal preference. And also they look really sexy as well, so that's a pro tip as well. Look at it. They're so clean. I've had these for like almost over a year now as well. Okay guys, so something very frustrating happened at the gym. Just having my post-workout shake here. I've put half a scoop of casein, full instant whey serving, and a little bit of oats with cinnamon as well. Oats because I'm starting to introduce carbs now again. Getting close to the competition now, so as we get closer, build up the carbs, making me look fuller and hopefully bigger. So anyway, something very frustrating happened at the gym. The memory card for this camera suddenly decided that it wasn't going to do any more filming, so the filming in the gym is part of the workout. I'm just gonna have to go through and verbally tell you guys what the rest of the workout was, which is a shame and is annoying, and I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna next time have to take an extra SD card with me, and I don't know if it's because it's formatted slightly weirdly, so if it gets a certain amount of footage on it that it just doesn't record anymore. That could be a possibility. I did look online and that was one of the things that it did say, so I'm just gonna have to remember to take 2 SD cards, I guess. So apologies for that, and I guess here's the workout. Okay guys, so I'm going to talk you through the workout. Some of these videos aren't going to be in here, some of them will be. So I started off by doing just deadlift of the bar, and then worked my way up to 50 kilograms, so 2 reds, and then stayed on this weight, which is 80 kilograms, and then I did 4 sets in total of deadlifts on this circuit. So that's deadlifts followed by the next exercise, which is a forearm dumbbell curl. I did 3 variations of this exercise. So the anterior, which is where my palms are facing up, and just coming up nice and far, nice and quick, and then releasing and going back down, not too quick. And then reversed over, so my palms are facing the floor. Same exercise again. If you can put your forearms on the bench, do that for this exercise. It's a slightly different one. And then these rotations, just be careful, make sure your wrists are nice and warmed up before you try that. And then the next exercise in this circuit is calf raises. Sticking to 40 kilograms here, and then on the 3rd and 4th set I bumped it up to 60 kilograms. Nice and easy, not too hard, just a 15 to 20 rep range with a good form. And then the last I tried to just get nice 5 cheat reps. And then the oblique exercises were wood choppers. Again, you've seen these with my hips facing out. Make sure that's the way you do it. We're twisting our upper body, which is where the obliques get engaged, keeping our hips in one place, twisting the upper body. And then moved on to these, which are windscreen wipers. Really good at hitting your obliques. It's a little bit of an advanced exercise if you're not used to doing oblique exercises, so if you're not used to it, just lie down on the floor. I'm going to show you later on the exercise, but lie down on the floor and do the same sort of thing where you're just lifting your knees up and moving your knees side to side. The next exercise was oblique side crunches with a dumbbell. This is a 22 kilogram dumbbell. I'm going for 15 to 20 reps on each side. Make sure when you're twisting that you've got your feet shoulder width apart, no closer, no wider, because if it's too close then you'll be sort of like tick-tocking your body, and you can pull your lower back. You don't want to be doing that, and too wide will take the emphasis off your obliques. And then Russian twists with a 10 kilogram plate, 15 to 20 reps. One side from right to left is or left to right is 1 rep, so 15 to 20 reps on those. Try and focus on keeping your feet still. I'm not doing such a good job on this set. but try and keep your feet in one place. And then we bumped, I did that circuit 4 times, and then we bumped up the weight to a heavier deadlift. So with heavier deadlifts, I'm trying to get a 8 to 10 rep range, or that my last set was 6 reps. So if you can't get your 8 reps, don't be too disappointed, because we are bumping up the weight each time. That was 100 kilograms, and then we moved straight on to forearm, another forearm exercise, different variation, just using the bar at this stage. And then for the second, third and fourth set, I put 10 kilograms on the bar, 5 on each side. And it's quite simple. You just rotate your wrists back, similar to the dumbbells, but this movement's a lot slower, and you squeeze at the top. And then after this, I did move on to the palms facing up grip, and got another 20 reps. So that's a 15 to 20 rep for this exercise. And then did an oblique mini set for this, 20 reps of this each side. It's sort of like a half wood chopper. You're keeping your lower body in the same place and twisting your upper body, but it's a little bit more stable. So if you're not used to the wood choppers, try this one out. Or if you're just wanting to build up your oblique strength, it's a good way to do it in a safe manner. And this is the other oblique exercise, which you can replace the windscreen wipers with. A slightly bad angle here, but you get the picture. You're moving your bent knees from side to side, same sort of motion as you are whilst you're doing the windscreen wipers. Then we moved on to the second set. This was a deadlift, and this is when my camera just decided to stop recording, so unfortunately that's all we're left with. But then after that, I did another forearm exercise, as I said, bumped up the weight, still trying to get that 15 to 20 rep range, because it's a small muscle, which will still getting those high reps. And then the oblique set again with the half wood choppers and the on the floor windscreen wipers. I did that 3 times, and then we moved on to a second circuit, which was calf raises, stiff leg deadlifts, and another forearm exercise. So with the calf raises, I stayed with my 15 to 20 rep range, kept the weight at 60 kilograms, and with the stiff leg deadlifts, I dropped the weight down to 50 kilograms on the bar, so 70 kilograms, and I was aiming for a 10 to 12 rep range. And then the forearm exercise was the same. I did a overhand and underhand on the easy bar curl, doing the wrist curls, and I did that circuit 4 times. And then to finish, I did a drop set on leg curls on the leg curl machine, and I was getting 10 to 12 reps on the first set, and then dropped the weight down and aimed for as many as I could to go to failure, and then went straight into calf raises, which was a 15 to 20 rep range again. What I like to do with the calf raises is get my 15 to 20 reps, and then do like cheat reps where I'm like just going really quick, and you get a really good burn in your calves. A bit of a voice break there. So you get a really good squeeze in your calf, so enjoy that. So that was the workout. The camera didn't really hold up to what it was expected to, but maybe that was my fault for not bringing an SD card. So sorry that we haven't got the full workout, but shit happens. Okay guys, so I have my 1 cup of spinach and my chicken. The olive oil is yet to go on. I've got 100 grams of sweet potato here, which I'm gonna have. because I'm slowly tapering in the carbs. There's going to be a little bit more carbs, and hopefully it's all going to be good, and I won't be looking so flat. Abs still okay. I'm going to have to check these later on in the week to make sure that I'm not like getting too fluffy with the introduction of carbs, but when I'm 3 days out I'll do a check then. So all good so far. I picked up some hot sauce, and we've got Uncle Ben's for when I'm introducing more carbs. I've got some things for show day. You know what it is. And I've never tried these, so I'm going to try those out. They sound quite delicious. Peanut butter cookies. As you guys know, I am mad about peanut butter, so can't go far wrong with peanut butter. So just a quick update on the days, the countdown. I've pretty much goofed up on the countdown, so actually it's not 10 days out today, it's 9 days out, and all my videos have been 1 day behind, so I did well there. And yeah, I don't know what I did, must have just counted the days wrong or something. But so tomorrow might be 7 days out, but you haven't lost the video, if you understand what I mean. So I'm going to let that cook up and then have that for dinner. And there we have it. 1 cup of spinach, a teaspoon of olive oil, my chicken, and 100 grams of sweet potato boiled with the skins on. And I also put the hot sauce all over it, so happy days. Water is done. I just had the My Protein caramel peanut butter bar, and I sprinkled some cinnamon on top, and it was delicious. I'm gonna have my casein and then go to bed, and then that wraps it up for the day. So tomorrow's gonna be a little bit more carbs again, and should be good. We're slowly tapering the carbs in. Sweet.